Planet X. Extreme Radio. Planet X. Pure Metal. 93.3 The Planet just broke.
Diesel from the show Planet X on 93.3 The Planet. I'm sitting down with the Dave Mustaine from Megadeth. Nice to meet you, man. I like the. You know, that makes the title sound really official.
As opposed to the.
Yeah. So I guess the question that everybody really wants to know is what's up with Big Four is in the U.S. Is that going to happen? I've heard rumors.
I don't know. You
just kind of do what they say. Here's the tour.
I think that that's a question you need to ask a different band. Because the three of us that are out here all said we would do it. So, you know, it's a rhetorical question.
Okay. No rumors here. I've heard lots of rumors. I've heard Carrie saying good things. That, you know, it's at this point it's kind of a logistics thing. But you know, I guess it all depends on the last member.
I don't know anything about it. All I know is that we're up for it, and if it happens, it happens. We would do it. Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun to do. So.
Right.
I'm not a tour manager. I'm not a booking agent. When I talk to my manager, we have so many things that we talk about. We don't really talk about touring. Mm-hmm. There's so many other things we talk about. So, I'm sure that if I asked him, I got in touch with my agent and asked them, I could probably get some details and stuff like that. But who cares? It's speculation until it happens, man. It's like that old thing, you wish in one hand kind of thing,
Right.
And I like dealing with the things that are real and that are happening right now, which is a very successful tour with Megadeth and Slayer. And we've recently parted ways with Testament and picked up Anthrax, and it's pretty cool because Anthrax had a bit of a pickup with the attendance too. You can tell with the merchandise numbers, and having Testament out here was really great. And then having Anthrax came out was a little bit of some more new blood, so to speak, because we all have our different approaches to our music that we do. We're kind of a guitar kind of band. And Slayer is a very, very intense live band, and Anthrax is kind of more of a fun band. You know what I mean?
What's kind of in the future? Are you guys not far off thinking about a new record? Or are you? Actually,
I was in the other room earlier today. I'm going through ideas that we had, and we're planning on when we take a break from this tour in November, starting to assemble all the parts that we're going to be demoing up at some point. We have a lot of ideas that we've had since Sean came in the band and started playing again. And with Chris, there's a lot of talent. He's got a lot of talent. I don't know if you've ever heard him before, but he's got a lot of talent. And with David coming back, he's got stuff that he's written too, and besides the fact that he knows how to play with me, and his songwriting style. When I wrote the song for Guitar Hero just now, we had James Lomenzo played bass on it, and we had parted ways before the track actually got submitted, and I told David Ellison, I said, why don't you play on it? And he came into the control room at our studio, and he said, well, I'm going to do a part here like Budgie does, which is an English band that I like. It's very obscure. And he said, I'll do a part here like Diamond Head would do, which is another English band that I like that's very obscure. Right. And it just felt good, like when you see an old buddy you haven't seen in a long time, and you just don't see him anymore. Not like you guys got in a fight and you don't hang or anything, but
right.
Just like a guy that was a friend that moved away, and you see him again, it's like, hey man, wow, I'm not using the survival skills I learned as a 15-year-old anymore, because, those worked for me for a long time. And the thing is when I had all that problem with Metallica, I was just a kid still, and I had survival skills of a kid. And as an adult now, I know different, and we're friends. We're talking a lot now, and the best part, even at the live venue, was when James and I hugged at the end. That was the loudest cheer from everybody, and I didn't think that was going to happen. I just saw him, and I just went to hug him. Yeah, I just went to hug him, and then the crowd was like, wow! It's like, all right.
I'm sure a lot of people thought that was choreographed, but if it's...
No, it wasn't.
It is, yeah.
I think you could tell it wasn't choreographed because our guitars almost clunked together, and I think that's where we're at right now. This is the best period of my life. My career's going better than it ever has. With the book being a New York Times bestseller and the tour doing what it's doing, man, I I can't think of anything that I would want to change right now or anything more I want in this world. Well, I do wish I was a little younger, you know, and the music is still just as ferocious as it always has been by all of us. It's just that, you know, we see that, you know, we're the survivors, man. We've got something really cool that we've done. You know, we've changed the world, and I think musically it's a better place.
All right. Dave Mustaine from Megadeth.